Hi everyone. So, Spirit is telling me to share my mother wounds with you guys. So, if you followed, you know all the stuff I've uncovered about that part of my family. But for me, there's a lot personally that comes down to it. You always want a mother to take care of you. That's always what you want. Some of us aren't given that. Some of us are not given a mother that is attentive to your needs or grown enough to be a parent. Some of us get immature parents that put their trauma on us. And for me, that's kind of how it went. My mother had lines of abuse. And I can understand where it all comes from after all the stories. But the thing is, I understand that. It doesn't mean it was okay. It wasn't okay. It was not okay to have someone else's burdens put on you. It's not okay for people to gaslight you into thinking you're the problem. And it's not okay for people to constantly tell you you're the problem. It's not okay for you to always have to have no one to share with because they one-up you every time you share a problem. It's as like with a parent, like it's not okay to have favorite kids. It's just not. And favoritism is real. And I had a mother who favored her son, her firstborn son. And all the emotional stuff, all this, I was her therapist, pretty much. She'd go through stuff and she'd have to come to me and tell me everything that was wrong. And it really hit me after I miscarried, and in the same week of miscarrying, I lost my cat. They passed away to liver failure. And I was also dealing with other emotional aspects that have to do with SA and stuff. And I let my mother know everything that was going on. I called her like you always want to call your mom when something goes wrong. Always want to call your mom when something goes wrong. And I get that sucks. Did you know that your uncle's in the hospital? Also, I've had a rough week too. Also, I'm drinking again. Okay. And then I told her trauma that had been unsuppressed, or I believe it's called repressed or whatever it's called. I had memories come back. of things that happened in my childhood. And instead of being that person to be like, that's horrible, and fight tooth and nail like you would want your mother to do, she's like, well, that person loved me, so, and told me I'm the love of their life, so that's not possible. Keep in mind, this also wasn't her husband. And went into her trauma and how that person had assaulted her. And then kept being like, so it couldn't have happened. I'm like, great, thanks. Thanks. This was a really nice thing. And keep in mind, this whole conversation, I didn't find out until after, I didn't find out the alcoholism thing until, like, the end of our conversation. And my mom was, like, 15 years sober. So, to me, it was a big no-no because of all the things I had to deal with as a child with her drinking. And my mother would always be like, oh, I love you, and kind of gaslight me into truly believing she loves me. But someone who truly loves you is not going to constantly one-up you with trauma. They're not going to constantly tell you how you're wrong. They're not going to constantly body shame you. There's a list of things on my mother's side I need to just go about healing, and it's kind of why I'm talking about it, because I'm near the end of healing it, because I went no contact, and let this be the sign. If you were looking for a sign, oh, no contact's a great thing to do, and thinking that maybe that might be the option for you. Did your mom say she loved you and then continue to use you as her therapist? Because that's a big red flag to go no contact. Quite literally. My mother also went up to the person who assaulted me. I've been assaulted way too many times, but the person who did this to me, she went up to them and told them she believes them. And I found out through my friends. And they came up to me and was like, do you know what your mother said? And after that, I actually lost pretty much all my friends. Because they thought I was lying. Or would be like, he's just a giant teddy bear. Giant teddy bear with some problems. Psychotic teddy bear, but I was told to make this video by Spirit. I'm not sure where to go from there, because that's kind of like the trauma dump of it all. I say of it all, like there's not more stuff. There's more stuff, but I'm already at like 10 minutes, so she did, also support her creepy boyfriend who always looked me up and down when he shouldn't because I was underage. And be like, oh, he wouldn't do no wrong. Made me extremely uncomfortable. Had to sleep with my door locked every night, have an escape plan. Thought about investing in a ladder since I was on the second floor. Took me away from my father, who I thought was the one person always there for me. Closest thing I have to it. But there's a lot. If you guys want to know more, let me know. I find it weird that Spirit is like, let's talk about your trauma online. And I'm like, why? It might inspire people. It's trauma. I'm not dead. I'm constantly told that the stuff I go through, anyone else would be dead. Not medicated as much as I could be. Not doing drugs. Drink very little. I'm still existing. Still healing. Lots of pain, but I truly believe you can get through it. So, and I am a firm believer that pressing the restart button is a bad idea. You're just going to go through it all again. Starting from the beginning. And all that time wasted. And not only that, you're going to go right back into the midst of all the chaos. So if you can live it once, why not just live it once? That's my philosophy on it. But that also came after many years of healing. Didn't have that ideal or mindset when I was in the midst of it, because guess what? That sucks. You probably know if you're watching this video, it sucks. So, you got this. And if no one's told you, I believe in you. And you ever need to talk, I'm here.